Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm joined by Bo, and today we're in the city. We are very rarely in the city, so I figured that we would check out some vintage stores that are here. They've also just opened two like small thrift stores. I think there's a Salvos and a Brotherhood. It is a Sunday, so hopefully they're actually open. But I also just need some like basics for work, so I'm probably going to be getting some retail stuff today. Please don't hate me for that. I just need them for my new job. There's also, I think, a pro-Palestine protest on today. I think it's on every Sunday in the city, so we're going to try and catch that as well because it's super important to show up for that shit. So we went to this new vintage store. It actually isn't really a new vintage store. It's just that it used to be called Cheap Store, and they had like half vintage clothes and half like fast fashion clothes. Although they do have all vintage here now, they have really cheap prices still. It was like a little bit shocking to me as someone who constantly goes into vintage stores and walks out with nothing because everything is so expensive. I of course went straight to the mini skirt section, and they had this amazing multicolored one I just had to try on. They also had a bunch of denim skirts here in all different lengths, and all the skirts seem to be like $20. Same with the tops, they seem to be like $15, $20. So yeah, really affordable. Thought this jumper with bows on it was really cute too, but I think this actually might be fast fashion. There was no brand tag on it and it felt kind of bag quality. I liked the clasp on this belt, but not the actual color. Obviously I would prefer if this was black. They still had some fast fashion type items here though, despite rebranding to a vintage store, but hey, if they keep pricing their vintage pieces like this, I'm gonna keep coming back. I tried on the skirt and immediately loved it so much, even though it does need to be ironed. It kind of looks like a bubble skirt right now. We still love her. After this, we did walk to the thrift stores, but because it was Sunday, they were not open. So we went straight to Retro Star. Straight off the bat, I looked through all of the black dresses. This striped one was unfortunately not my size and very much out of my budget. They had a gorgeous Wednesday Addams type dress here, but I cannot stand the zipper. Why did they put this like ugly gold zipper down the front of it? They had a whole rack of these 90s style dresses. I then saw this dress that was hanging up, and it was in the exact style of dress that I'm looking for, but I really just cannot get around the orange and blue colorway. I really hated that. I tried on the dresses, and the first one was a little bit too big. As I said, they do have these like tie-up waists to cinch them in, but then it made my underarm area look really weird and baggy. The other one was a bit better because the ties were thicker, but still had the same problem under the arms. I did also get a couple of basics from Cotton On, like this black boat neck top. I think boat necks look really flattering on me, and just this dark red jumper so that I can wear it to work. We then went to the protest, and if you're interested in any resources to help out the people of Palestine, I will link some in the description, as well as you can check out my Instagram where I have a whole highlight with a bunch of information on there if you were not aware of what's going on there or if you wanted to help out. The next couple of days I went thrifting too, and on this day I didn't film much, but I had a pretty good haul, so I managed to like kind of get the end of my thrift trip. I didn't get these face-off jeans because they were a skinny leg, but they did have the tags on them, which is really cool. I love when I find dead stock pieces that have the tags still attached. Another piece that really wasn't for me but looked cool were these capris from Esprit. Capris from Esprit, oh my god. I loved how perfect the details on this denim skirt were. Just really simple but very Y2K. I also found this gothic corset dress that was very cute, but it had this kind of like weird square cutout on the leg that made it look really awkward. This denim skirt was way too small. It was so annoying because I really loved it. And this was just kind of a classic 90s mesh overlay skirt. I don't really need another one of these. I have a couple already. The weather is really reminding me that I do need pants to survive, but these ones fit kind of weirdly. I did get this fitted top. It had a built-in bra and a very low back, so obviously I was going to be obsessed with it. I also picked up this gingham wrap dress from Black Friday. It was adorable, like definitely not the weather for it, but when spring comes around, I'll be wearing this. I'm going to be looking for some pretty specific items. I'm obviously going to be looking for a pleated mini skirt, like micro mini skirt. And I'm also going to be looking for like long sleeve, high neck tops. Yeah, I just need something that's like fitted, work appropriate, but I can also like wear out. And if I find any shoes or bags today, I need one of you guys to literally like jump through the screen and slap me because I cannot buy any more shoes. I can't buy any more bags. I have too many as it is. And I really need to focus on not getting accessories. I need to get actual clothes. Okay, you guys know I'm also trying to replace all of our Kmart mugs, and this one is so perfect. It's literally shaped like a heart. I thought this black velvet dress might be like a good gothic basic, but it looked a little bit too bodycon for the style that I normally go for. I will never understand why people make jackets that have 3/4 length sleeves. Like, what is the point of wearing the jacket? This denim jacket looked like someone skinned like someone from Monsters Inc. It was so crazy. Whoever bought this must have such eclectic style. I honestly respect them for it. I picked up these long black trousers as just like a basic, even though they did have gold details on them. It's way too cold to think about dresses like this right now, but we love a good long slip dress, especially red and black with the lace. So cute. This buttery yellow color obviously is not my style, but this nightgown just had too many adorable details on it for me to not show you guys. There are actually a surprising amount of skirts here today, starting off with this black and white 90s looking maxi skirt. This one was just a basic black tennis skirt, which honestly I think that I need for just like staple, you know, pieces in my wardrobe. There were a couple more maxi skirts. This one had like a holographic type material, and this was just a black one that we all know I do not need any more long black skirts. Originally I thought that this was a red pleated tennis skirt, but then I realized that they were actually shorts. Also, I am so obsessed with Chapel Roan right now. Pop is so back. Anyway, I found this skirt that looking back, I probably should have got. It was really gorgeous and had these prints of like vintage jam and marmalade stickers on it. It was so adorable. I think I only picked this one up because of the belt. Like, I really hate when skirts have a zip that goes all the way down them. I know this looks stupid because it's pink and I wouldn't wear pink ever, but this is exactly the type of skirt that I've been looking for, and I think I can just dye it black if it fits me. This bracelet was so adorable, but I am really tired of struggling to put on bracelets like this with one hand, so I left it behind. I am almost certain that an emo lives around this Savers, because every week I see new pieces from Dangerfield and Black Friday and all those like big alternative brands. I actually did really well not looking through the shoes and bag section. Guys, please be proud of me. Lastly, I looked through the top section, but all that I found was this black camisole top, and again, just not weather appropriate. I went to try everything on, and the first thing I put on was this pink skirt. It did fit me, but it looked like there was like a zip or an extra button meant to be here that was just missing, so it was just kind of sitting open. Other than that, it was really cute. I just have to get rid of this horrible color. The black pants fit me so perfectly. They were kind of loose, so they sit a bit more mid-rise. They were really comfy and could be worn kind of casually or at work or even out somewhere nice because of the material. This skirt was awful. Yeah, I really did just see the belt and think, yeah, let me put that in the cart, but it didn't even zip up all the way, so no. This skirt was so cute. Why did I not get this? It fit me really nicely and had such a fun print. I think that maybe I was a little bit too scared to wear it because it did look a bit more fun and colorful than what I usually go for. I ended up getting the skirt, pants, and the heart mug from this trip. Okay, that was like pretty successful, I'd say. I got the type of skirt that I wanted and it fit me. Obviously, it's not in the color that I want, but I actually have been meaning to dye a couple of other things, so I'll just end up throwing that in with everything else that I'm dyeing at the moment. And now we're gonna go to my favorite thrift store. There's a Spotlight right next door, so I'll pick up some dye. I'm also gonna get a snack because I'm hungry, so I'm gonna eat first, go thrifting, get the dye, and then I might take you guys home with me and I'll show you guys how I dye stuff. I just got here and I literally just got catcalled from inside my car with my window cracked this much from two guys in a car waiting at the light next to me, so my day's ruined. Anyway, let's try and thrift and take our mind off of everything. And first thing I found here was this micro mini skirt. It did have a slit in it, which I wasn't like too keen on, but we'll see when I try it on. Okay, I know that I said I would not look at shoes, but look at what I found. Look at what I found. Genuine red Doc Marten Mary Janes for $11. I was in literal shock until I realized that one of the shoes was completely deformed. It looked like someone put it in an oven or threw it into a house fire or something. It was so like bent out of shape. So yeah, I really didn't know what to do about that. I did check the bags too, because after finding the shoes, I thought, screw it, why not? But the only one I really considered getting was this $20 Elton John tote bag. It was brand new and my mom and I went to his concert, so I just kind of wanted it for that, but I can't justify spending $20 on a secondhand bag. In the men's belt section of all places, I found this adorable baby onesie. Had all these like traditional style tattoos on it. Obviously not for me. Capris are so in right now, specifically these like really 50s style tight capris, but I gotta say I do not like them. I'm sorry guys. In the top section, this was the first of many pieces that I found that were kind of this like gothic alternative aesthetic. This one was unfortunately ugly, but this one was from the brand Charisma and I liked the asymmetrical neckline. The flared sleeves were like interesting, but I figured I'd try it on anyway. Usually I love anything black velvet, but this top was literally so confusing to me. It had all these press studs that didn't even do anything. It kind of looked like it was a goth like chef jacket. I also really like this top. It was a bit more simple, but it was too big for me. I could already tell when I picked it up. This brown top was very sheer, so I know that I wouldn't wear it. And again, I don't really wear brown, but just wanted to show you guys anyway. Very pretty, very boho. I just started rewatching Parks and Rec for like the 3rd time, and Leslie wears this type of shirt all the time. It really brings me back to the 2010s. Initially thought that this pink singlet from Piping Hot was red, so I was very disappointed to find out that it was bright pink. I've seen a lot of influencers wearing similar sort of high-waisted but like super short shorts like these, so I thought that I would try them on and see how they looked on me. Usually when I find something from this brand, it's very cute and very 90s, but I think that this would be very unflattering on me, unfortunately. I also found this plain white dress with a low back. I thought that maybe if it looked cute on, then I could print or paint something onto it, just make it a little bit more interesting. So I tried on the Doc Martens and they fit me perfectly. Well, the left one fit me perfectly. The right one was absolutely awful. It was so stiff, could not fit my foot into it, but I did get them anyway because I feel like they can be fixed, but I don't know how I'm gonna do that yet. So stay tuned. After that, I went to try everything on, and first up was this top. Obviously this is so ugly. I did not realize the ribbons were also in the front. I thought this was in the back. Just as I thought, this top was very cute, but way too big. I even tried to like cinch it in the back, but I would have to cinch up so much fabric. It would look really awkward, so it's gonna be a no. This top fit me much better, but honestly, I didn't like the sleeves. They were just very wispy and long. I knew that they would like get in the way and just, they were very annoying. So yeah, I left this behind as well. This is the micro mini skirt, and without the slit, I think it might have been okay, but the slit just made it a bit too revealing for me. The shorts were way too small for me as well, and they were labeled a size 7, which is really weird. You never find like in between sizes anymore. So I think this was like a more vintage piece. This dress was so tight and see-through. It's basically NSFW if I put it in the video, so I'm gonna go ahead and censor this one for y'all. Okay, I'm done there. All I got were these shoes. And I'm gonna go to Spotlight and try and find some leather conditioner to try and like smooth out these shoes because I refuse to let them go. But my overall experience here today, I'm literally so drained. I'm so tired and I want to go home. Okay, so I've returned home. We're using the synthetic black dye from the brand Rit. First thing I'm gonna do is fill up my sink with hot water. You can also do this in a bucket or like a bath or whatever, but just be warned that whatever you're using will probably turn black as well. Next, I added a tablespoon of dish soap. I think this is meant to like even out the dye when you put it into the water. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not the expert here. I'm just telling y'all what I was doing. So when the lid is tightly sealed on, shake the dye. Do not spray it around your kitchen like I did. And then you're gonna go ahead and add your dye and your clothes. For the first 10 minutes, you have to keep like continuously stirring and moving around the clothes to make sure they're coated evenly in the dye. I also had a dress that I wanted to dye black, so I added that in with the skirt, but be careful not to overfill whatever you're dyeing things in. Again, I don't know why I'm telling you guys how to do this. I don't know what I'm doing. I then left the clothes to dye. Wait. Oh my god. I then left the clothes in the dye until the water had cooled down completely. I also weighed them down with our wok so that they wouldn't float up to the top. After that, you're gonna take them out, wring out as much water and dye as possible, and then either put them in the washing machine on like a rinse cycle or hand wash them until the water runs clear. Okay, so after all that hard work, my skirt still did not dye. This has happened almost every time that I've tried to dye something from a light color to black. It just turns purple. I don't know why. The stitching also didn't dye, which is so annoying. So yeah, honestly, I can't even be that mad because the dress that I put in probably soaked up 90% of the dye. It came out so perfect. Something I also wasn't aware of was that some dyes can like kind of break through the threads and like eat away at the threads. So one of the buttons came off. But anyway, that does bring us to the end of the video. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.